Hello, and welcome to the Thyroid Warrior Podcast. I'm Ebony, and I'm here as your wellness facilitator. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in managing Hashimoto's disease. I really hope that it'll help you on your personal journey. Keep in mind, however, this does not substitute for medical advice. It is only for your information and motivational purposes only. Now, let's get started. Hello, friends. I'm so excited. I'm grateful and I'm thankful primarily for you. And couple announcements. First things first, joyfulebony.com is now live and you can go there and check out all of my resources. They're called My Favorite Things. If you want to listen to my podcast episodes, you can go there. You can continue to listen on your favorite podcast platform, but you also have an option to go to my website as well. I'm also starting to announce, and you guys heard it here first, different services. So if you need some additional support with your thyroid disease journey, I am offering for a limited time my coaching services again. So if you guys want to get in on that, you can head to joyfulebony.com and I'm more than happy to walk you through the process to get you started living a happy, healthy, and joyful life. Also, I am now offering personal training services. And even if you're not in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, I also have virtual options available for you, as well as virtual classes and in-person classes. And you can also follow me at Joyful Ebony on all social media platforms. I would love to have a conversation with you. So please do not hesitate to reach out to me on those platforms because I want to hear from you. The other thing that I also wanted to let you guys know about was I want to hear from you and I also want to feature you on the podcast. So the way that this is going to work is naturally, I have to hear from you. So if I see that you are interacting with me on Joyful Ebony, we can definitely have a conversation because I want to lift you guys up and I want to show how hard you're working. So on Instagram as well, in my profile, there is a link to the thyroid issues call and you can simply go there and enter your information. And also that link is bit.ly/thyroid issues call. I can't wait to hear from you. Hello, everyone. This episode is by far one of the most challenging for me from a personality perspective. And it's so important for me to share this with you all because I don't want you to fall into the trap that I did. Now, I know it's hard. But take a deep breath. And we're about to talk about something very hard, and that is delegating and learning how to let go. Yeah. That topic that no one ever wants to talk about, especially when you're used to being the quote unquote strong one, or when you just know that I have to do this, I have to get it done, and I have to just keep pushing through. Again, this is something that I believe has hurt me more than helped me, especially as it relates to my thyroid disease journey, because I am definitely a recovering perfectionist and I burned myself out over and over and over and over again. And I've talked about this in previous episodes, but I just need to be real and raw with you all. I'm hard-headed and I don't always do a good job of letting go. I don't like to feel like I'm failing. I don't like to feel like I didn't pull my weight. And if I can't get a task done, I have often felt like I'm a failure. Separate from, I'm just too exhausted to do it. And I know in my rational mind that I just need to take a step back. I don't. And I keep pushing. Please raise your hand and let me know if I'm not the only one that feels this way. If you're driving, don't do that. Safety first. But I believe hands down that just because I was trying so hard to work and get things done and just push past the anxiety, push past the depression, push past the exhaustion, that somehow I'd end up being a better person or not feeling like crap. I was so wrong, and that couldn't have been farther from the truth. So this is why I'm sharing this with you. I honestly haven't even talked about this with my family and friends because they don't get it. Like, they see me as that person that likes to get the job done and that's dependable, and they can always come to me regardless of what it is, and they know that I'll just get it done. But oftentimes they don't see the other side of that, and that is some days I am literally and thoroughly exhausted, and all I want is for someone to ask me, how can I help you today? This is why my episode on if you're someone who is a friend of someone with an autoimmune or thyroid disease, this is why it's so important to kind of help them lighten the load and take something from them. But as the person with the condition, you also have to be open to allowing them to help you. This is something else that I was very bad at. Part of my issue is that I've always been very independent, and who am I kidding? I'm terrible at allowing other people to be there for me, help me, and lighten my load. I'm terrible at it. I just need to be honest with you. I'm in a safe space. I can talk to you about this, and I know that you'll get it. So here is something that I beg you to do, and that is let other people help you. Even if it's something as small as taking out the trash or copying something for you, or just doing meal prep or cooking dinner or anything like that. Let other people help you. The reason why this is so important is because this will ultimately help to reduce stress and anxiety for you. And it also just helps because, let's be honest, brain fog is real. And I don't care how good your memory is, you will forget things. It's natural and it's perfectly okay. But sometimes we put ourselves in these predicaments where, if you ever think about it like this. You know, all of us have been there, where you go to the grocery store, you buy all your food, and then you look in the cart and you're like, oh, that's just a couple of bags. I can carry that inside. No problem. Next thing you know, you have 6 bags in your left arm, 7 bags in your right arm, something that you're trying to juggle on your head, and then you're trying to close the car door with your foot. And you're really trying hard not to let everything fall. And then you get to the door to your home and you're like, crap. So now you have all of these things that you're juggling. And then you get to your front door and you're like, shoot, how am I supposed to open the door? I don't want to put these bags down. So what am I going to do? And then you stand there trying to figure out how you're going to get it done, when all you had to do was either lighten your load or ask someone to help you. Yeah. It puts it in a different perspective when you think about it that way. And again, I still do this to this day, but I'm getting so much better at understanding that there are people in my life that want to lighten my load, and it's up to me to allow them to help me. But I can't complain about not having help when I haven't actually opened myself up and allowed them to be what I needed them to be. So I'm telling you now, try it. Try to allow someone else to help you perform a task or get something done today. So I'm asking you to allow someone in your life to help you and to allow them to do something for you, regardless of how menial the task is, or especially if you know that you have to get 15 things done and you can only realistically do 12 of them. Those 3 tasks may be incredibly important, and all you had to do was just ask someone else. So, here's what I want you to do. Today, I want you to sit down and take some time to write down a list of things that other people can help you with. First, start off by writing down your to-do list and just brain dump it. Don't think about it. Don't try to make it pretty. Don't try to itemize it and color code. Nope, just write everything down. Once you've written everything down, take a look at it and say, can I give this to someone else? It does not matter if they can't do it as good as you can. It's the fact that someone else can help you. Because what I want you to focus on in this season of your life is learning how to delegate and let go so that you can spend more time focusing on yourself and getting yourself healthy. Because I don't like the fact that you're burned out or that you're not functioning at your best. So, write everything down that you have to do, and then look at that list and say, how can I allow someone else to help me get some of this done? It is not a sign of weakness. It is not saying that you can't complete this. You can, but are you doing it efficiently? Are you making the most use of your time? And if you're constantly finding yourself running around like a chicken with his head cut off, then you know that it's time to change. And I don't have to stand over your shoulder or tap you all the time and say, hey, did you give that thing up? You'll know, and your body is going to start telling you that. When you're waking up in the morning after staying up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get everything done, you're going to get to a point where you're tired of it. And then what I want you to do is pull this list out again and examine it and reevaluate what you want your priorities to be. Don't worry. I still love you. I'm still here for you. But we have to get better at prioritizing ourselves and taking better care of ourselves. So, my question to you is, are you going to let someone help you today? And with that, be happy, be whole, and be well. Take care. Okay, Thyroid Warriors. Get out there and take things one step at a time. Remember, be great, reflect on your triumphs, and as always, be well. Take care.